Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsy69 and we are back with yet another video. We have the Lowe, the Tier 8 Premium Heavy German Lowe, if you want to call it Lowe. I think the correct way is Lowe. And it's a very, very nice tank. It's a very nice tank, and it's recently, not this patch just gone, the patch before has just had an armour buff, which was very, very welcoming indeed. So compared to all the other Tier 8 premium heavy tanks, the stat wise sits pretty nicely with all of them, or above all of them. So the DPM wise, it's 2,208. You compare that to the tank most people drive in Tier 8 as a premium, say IS6, and that's 1,925, which is 13% less damage than the Lowe. So it's pretty nice. In fact, the only tank out of all these Tier 8 premiums that has more DPM is the Chieftain T95. But who's got a Chieftain? Like, not many people have actually got a Chieftain. So you're going to out DPM most Tier 8 premiums. The penetration wise is 234. Again, very, very nice indeed. And again, the only two tanks that above that are the T34 and the M6A2E1 EXP. Both the T34 and the EXP use the same gun, so that the penetration is pretty much going to be the same. And then you've got the Lowe. So the penetration wise is, again, you've got the IS6, which is 221, and I'm going to compare it mostly with the IS6 because that is pretty much the tank that everyone drives in Tier 8, mostly. So the only thing with this is the Alpha. Now, the Alpha is 310, which is the worst Alpha in Tier 8 heavy premiums, but the rate of fire is pretty much the best, other than the Chieftain again. Other than the Chieftain. So that rate of fire is 7.12, which gives you an 8.4 second reload. I've been playing this quite often to try and get a video, and I have had some rolls where you're doing like 270, which it kind of sucks when that happens, because your DPM just dramatically drops. But it's still nice. So you've got the aim time 2.08. Again, other than the Chieftain, it's got the best aim time. The gun depression is 8 degrees, which is very nice. Very nice indeed. And again, other than the Chieftain and T34 and the EXP, pretty much the best gun depression. Gun elevation, 17 degrees. The speed is pretty... It seems very, very sluggish. The speed says 35. With all the other heavies, which again the IS6, you're looking at 35, which is the same speed. It doesn't really feel like 35. It really doesn't feel like 35. Especially when you look at this and you think the IS6 is the same speed, it really doesn't feel like it. It really feels sluggish. You've got, and here we move on to the armour. So the armour, the whole armour is 150, which is very respectable, and the turret is 120. So you will get some bounces, and I've got a couple of videos where I do a monster amount of bounces. And here you go, just at the bottom, you don't really see that many people. Well, saying that, it's like the third, fourth. So 3,400 people were playing it in the last 90 days, which is still a few amount of people. But you don't see that many of them. And obviously, the best thing about this tank is the credits you earn. So 190% credit coefficient, which is by far one of the best, not just one of the best in tier 8 premiums, it's one of the best in the game. There's only a very, very few amount that earns more credits than the Lowe. You have got a few like the Angry Connor, the Shinobi, that probably earns more, but you use more APCR. This you don't need. The pen is actually not too bad, so you don't need to use that much APCR. So I've got a few games to show you. None of them are aces, but they are quite nice battles, and it's what I mean about angling, getting those bounces. So let's move on to those battles. So first up we have Black Goldville, which is a tier 7 battle, and there is only 3 tier 8. So in this kind of matchmaking, this tank can be an absolute bully, and I mean an absolute bully. Hold down or angled, you're gonna get a lot of bounces, especially from those tier 7 medium tanks. So the enemy have got 2 light tanks and 1 medium. They've got also 3 TDs, so the TDs you do need to be careful of. And straight away we turn right, we go towards the caves, which is pretty much the norm. And the T34 Rudy, T3485 Rudy has pretty much opened up all the medium tanks. Now, that was, I didn't take my time. I knew he was going to sort of back up, but we did get ourselves a bounce. The Rudy is holding them there. They don't want to push, so I decide to be the one that pushes. So we've now spotted the ISU, the SU, Comet, there's an AMX there, another AMX, so we know where most of the team are. So we poke around, we get one shot into the ISU, which while he is there, he is my main focus. There is a SU 122 there, but if the ISU was there, I am going to look at him first. But he backs up, and now we've got the back of him. Again, I should have aimed, decided to do a quick snapshot, and we only managed to track him. But already 1 tank down each, all the mediums around here. We've got the AMX here, we switch to HE, and we do 421 damage. We get another bounce, and then we got one because we was facing sidewards from the Comet into the side of us. So we know the Comet's looking at us. There is a few tanks, as I said, around there, but I really want to take out this ISU. But my team are pretty much dealing with him. We take one shot onto the Comet, and now the ISU is a 1 shot. Everyone's sort of backing up, so this is where I'm going to push. I do get a couple of, well, a shot into me, and a bounce, and another bounce, and another bounce. And then we've got the AMX, it's now just a 1 shot, so we're going to push him, see if we can get rid of him. But the Comet makes a mistake, he pokes out, so we get rid of him first. We don't want to take any more damage. SU is looking at us, doesn't matter, we take another bounce there from the AMX, another track shot, did no damage, and then we managed to take the AMX out for our 3rd kill. And then we have the SU 122, don't manage to get him in time, and our team take him out. So already we've had quite a few bounces. There's only 2 tanks left alive, which is an IS-5, I believe, and the AMX 1375. Now, my team are going to deal with the AMX. I will get 1 shot into him before our team take him out. I think I should have really switched to HE there, but RNG, leave him on 9 HP for the VK to take him out. So now just this IS-5 left. First shot, again, I'm rushing the shot, don't look, and we don't manage to pen. And I do that quite a lot, and it's not the gun, it's not the tank, it's me not aiming properly, it's not taking my time, but we do manage to get a shot there, and he does actually take a shot into us without bouncing, And now, because it's such a heavy tank, we are going to go in for the ram. So we do ram him, and we do get our 4th kill. So a very easy battle. We did have quite a few bounces from the light tanks, and we do finish up on 3,000 damage. Second class, we got the steel wall, got the top gun, got the high caliber, and we got 131,000 credits. So very nice indeed. So we got this battle. I've just fast forwarded it, put it right to where I sort of want it to be. It's not a whole battle, but I just want to show you. So we get 1 bounce there. The position, especially on this map, to get bounces. Now we've got 1 bounce on the IS-3. We do kind of push forward, which we shouldn't, because there's quite a few tanks there. We get 1 shot into us, and again 2 bounces there, and we're aiming, we're wiggling. We've got another bounce there, we've got another bounce there, and we're just gonna wiggle. We do get set on fire, unfortunately, but again we get another bounce. And we've got so many bounces, and when you're sort of hold down or angling, you're gonna get an awful lot amount of bounces. So we've got another bounce there. We take out the Indian Panzer, and then the IS decides to full YOLO. He don't know what he was doing. Miss. I do bounce him there, and then he tries circling me in an IS. I don't know what he's doing, because he doesn't even shoot me anymore. So we put him on fire. He still hasn't shot. And there we go. We get another bounce. Waits all that time to shoot us. And then he bounces. And then we get the bounce right at the end from the AMX. So in total, that battle, we had 14 shots into us. And we had 9 bounces. So in certain positions, angles, as I've said, this tank is an absolute beast. Moving on, last battle, Erases Palms. It is a tier 9 battle. And this is just, it's a nice battle. I don't do like that much. It's just over 3k damage I do. But it was a good team battle with me, and I can't even remember who the other player was. I think it's this ST1. So me and this ST1, and it shows good sportsmanship on my behalf, and I do it all the time. But already I've seen the team coming left, which we don't usually do. But I see him coming left. I'm a slow tank. It's got a lot of dunes, a lot of hills around here, which is perfect. But then so is the other side. But so either side in this tank, it doesn't really make a difference. So already we have spotted the E75. There is another tank and another tank spotted right of us. So there's a few tanks that have gone right. And then we've got the IS-3 and the E75 to our left. So we try and get 1 shot into the T-44. We do, however, miss him. And then we decide these 2 tanks must be pretty much on their own. And I'm getting shot from somewhere. We've got the SU-101 over there. We take 1 shot, and we do get that shot into him. So we might as well have took the shot, as we are on our way to clear up these 2 tanks that are pretty much on their own. There's 4 tanks spotted to the right. So worst place, there's 3 of them here. So if we all push, we can get these tanks. And look at that bounce. That's stupid. So annoying, especially when the tanks are 1 shot and then you miss out on the kill. That's so annoying, and maybe I shouldn't have aimed for the tracks. My own fault, I don't know. But now we've got this E75, so one of the only tier 9s, and we are absolutely destroying him. We've got a tank in front of him, tank behind him, and a couple of tanks to the side of him. So the STI takes out his first kill. And now you can see the T28. The T28 is getting some kills, and he's the only tank that's pretty much not spotted. So I kind of guess exactly where he is, and I'm guessing he is by the spawn in to our left, sort of in the middle in front of us now, camping. So the STI now takes out his second kill. The IS-8 has taken out our T-44, so it is now 3 against 4. But I'm pretty much full health, so we know where 3 of the tanks are. We've got 1 shot into the side of the IS-8, our E75 is full health, and our STI is pretty much full health. So, as I've said, we know where 3 of the tanks are, and now we know where the T28 is, because he's just been open. Who's got crazy amount of armour. So we switch to APCR, and we do get 1 shot into him before backing up. And we know exactly where he is, so I'm going to get a bit closer to the building. We can see this T44 coming around, and just as he pokes around, we get 1 shot into him. And we start wiggling. We get 1 bounce, or 1 track shot. I don't even think a track shot counts as a bounce, I'm not sure. But he doesn't pen us either way, so he keeps poking out. We get another shot into him, and we're going to sort of angle, and again we're going to get a track shot. The STI is going to move in and clear out the T44, so it is now 3 against 3. I'm kind of sitting there thinking, right, them 2 are going to deal with the 2 tanks that are there, so I'm going to go and try and deal with this T28, because he's the one that's pretty much causing us problems. So he pokes up just a little bit, and we get 1 shot into him, and the STI takes now out the IS-8, and the T-34 now kills our E-75, so it just leaves me and the STI against these 2, so we know exactly where the T-28 is. Now the STI, as you see, he's going to go right of him. He gets 1 shot into him, and I'm going to go left of him, so which now puts the T-34 down to a 1 shot. I do get shot, but unfortunately I do miss, but I do take the attention of the T-34, which gives the STI 5 kills. And now I'm going to try and take the attention of this T-28. Now we don't bounce there, and just look what I write. Not many people do this. I'm telling them it's his kill. I don't have to do that. No one has to do that, and no one's obliged to do it. But this guy, I've never heard of him. I don't know if he's a good player. He's got 5 kills, so why not give him the 6th kill? I've got no kills. It doesn't bother me not getting no kills. When it gives that guy another medal, a nice medal to have, Paul's medal, and possibly, I don't know how well he's did, but possibly that could be his ace. So I'm going to take the attention of the T28. The STI is telling me he's ready. I'm saying affirmative. So I'm going to wait. So the STI now, you can see he's going to go on the flank. And my main priority now is to keep the T28 looking at me. So I'm just going to keep sort of poking up and down. As the STI gets closer, I'm going to try and poke up and down. I have got APCR, which means I wouldn't kill him. Luckily I didn't kill him. And now he's going towards the STI. So I was going to go and take the kill, because I thought he was going to die. But the STI does manage to take him out for his 6th kill. So in total, we did do 3.3k damage. We made 55,000 credits because we did shoot a lot of APCR. And the STI got 3.5k damage, and he got his 6 kills, and he got a 1st class. So I do thank that guy. We worked well together. He deserved that 6th kill. And that's it, guys. That is the Lowe. If you've been thinking about getting it, it is worth getting it, especially after that armour buff. So, I'm Meadsy69. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.